First we will advance the turn counter and then we'll do a refit. So turn counter goes from the start until the days or in May from the 12th to the 19th of May 1940. Refit is the phase where you will take a unit from its reduced side to its full strength side. We will do no refit. Okay, so then we move into the battle moves phase, and during battle move all your movement has to culminate in a battle. So you can only move the units that will end their movement in a space where there is an enemy and thus engage in a battle. My forces are up here, so let's have a look at the front. Here we can see the current front, and from Liège I can only move into Dinant or Luxembourg. But during battle moves I can only move into Dinant, because the Luxembourg, there is no enemy unit there, so it will not be a battle. Once I enter a space where there is an enemy unit, I need to stop immediately. So I'm moving all my units from Liège into Dinant. That's my battle moves, and we need to resolve this battle. To avoid overcrowding the map, I moved off the battling units and put them here so that we can see them more clearly. And during battle we need to refer to the battle sequence. The battle sequence is that first we'll do the Allied plans, and then we'll do the Axis plans, and then we will resolve combat. Okay, so the plans they are referring to are of course the battle plans. The battle plan box on the map says that the Allies will have one battle plan for every full Allied units that's in the battle, and they will have 0 for any reduced Allied. They will also gain additional battle plans if they have enough supplies, but they only have 4 supplies, so they will not get any extra battle plans. But they have 2 full strength units, so that is 2 battle plans for the Allied. The Axis will get 2 battle plan points, not battle plan but battle plan points, for every full German unit, and 1 for the reduced, and for each supply they will get 1. Now the Germans starts with 3 supplies and have 4 full strength units. So that's 8, that's 9, 10, that's 11 battle plan points. So let's first draw the Allied battle plans. There are 2 battle plans. We'll take the battle plan cup and we will just randomly take these 2 battle plans. Luckily we get to see them before we choose, so they will have 80 guns and a disrupt. Now we need to look at the Axis battle plans. If we take a closer look, we can see that there is a small number in brackets, and that is the number of battle plan points you need to spend in order to buy this battle plan. So the Axis got 11 battle plan points. So for my 11 points I bought Exploit, Air Raid, Dig In, Overrun and Press. Normally battle only lasts for 1 round and every unit get to fire, so this Press battle plan will extend the battle for 1 more round. This Overrun battle plan will give me 1 plus in attack and 1 plus in defense. Dig In will absorb 1 hit. Air Raid, I will roll a die and on 1 to 3 I would give the opponent 1 hit. And the Exploit says that if I wipe out all the enemy, I can advance, meaning I can move 1 region. Okay, they have the 80 guns, which they will roll a die and they will distribute hits, and they have the Disrupt, they will roll a die and something bad can happen. So let's resolve this battle, and it doesn't matter if you roll for the attacker or defender first, because they will all get to roll. So I will resolve the attacker first, and then I look at my battle plans. I will resolve the Air Raid. I got a 3 and that is 1 hit. I'll just use this die so I can remember all hits I get. The +1 attack, +1 defense does not count on the battle plans, only on the units. And then I need to attack with my Panzer. So if I roll lower than 5, I will score a hit, but because I have this overrun, I will score a hit automatically, but I will still roll. I may be able to score 2 hits. And I did. Fantastic. Now I have hit them for 3. Then the 78 artillery. That's a miss. And the Schützen, the 6th and 7th, first one of them. That's a hit. That's 4. And the other one, that's a miss. Okay. This battle turns out excellent for the Axis, I think. Now the ally will defend. First the AT gun. That's a miss. Then they will do the disrupt and they will roll a 6. And that is actually no effect. Would you believe it? 6 is no effect. Huh. Amazing. Now we need to use the defense value of these units, which now in this case is the same as the attack value. So the 5th dim will roll and they miss, and the 4th will roll and they also miss. Wow. Okay. Now I can give them 4 hits. Now I need to distribute the hits evenly, and starting with the one with lowest defense value. The 4th will take 1 hit and I will flip it to the reduced side. The 5th will take 1 hit, that's 2 hits. And of course 3 hits and 4 hits. These units are removed and they are gone. They will be put in the destroyed Allied forces box. Okay, I will remove the battle plans. I put these back in the cup. Now because I destroyed 2 units, I get to draw 2 upgrades. There are a number of upgrades chits that will enhance the number on the units. So this, for instance, will give the unit +1 in defense value and also a +1 in the superscript or the overkill value. So, but I need to draw 2, and I can determine who will get it after I draw. This one I need to put it on the veterans side because it has 2 sides. It has an elite side and a veteran side. And the other one will be this one. Oh, okay. This one gives me +1 battle plan. I will put that one on one of the infantries, like that. And the other one is the one we talked about actually. 1 in defense and +1 for superscript. So I'm putting that one on the 25th Panzer, making it a formidable force. Then I will look at my battle plans because I had the exploit battle plan, and it means that I can press on. I can advance if all enemies are destroyed, and they are. I also had a press which would allow me to extend the battle for 1 more round, making sure I could finish them off. But that doesn't apply here, of course. I take the battle plans and put them back, and I put my units back in the Nantes. I now have 4 units here. The reason I wanted to advance is that if I stay here, I will be penalized. This little truck down here has a number 2 on it, and that means that in every space in this region of the map can have a maximum number of 2 units per space, or else they will be forced to pay supply points. And you pay 2 supply points per unit over the limit. So if we were now to go into a supply check phase, I have 4 units in Dinant and I need to pay 4 supplies to keep them there. If I can't do that, they will be reduced. They will be forced to take 1 hit per unit. So I need to move on, and I am yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I will take my 25th Panzer and move it into Reim together with my 7 Schützen. I think my 2 veteran units are pressing on. I need to pay supplies for that, so that is 2 supplies, 1 for each unit. So I'm down to 1. And then we immediately need to resolve this battle as well. Now I can just do it on the map because there are not so many units. The way it goes is the same. First we will look at the Allied battle plan, and they will get only 1 because of their full unit. So I will put my hand in the box and I pull out this battle plan, which is an artillery. Then the Axis will get 5 battle plans. We have 1 supply left, so we'll get 1 for that, and we'll get 2 for each unit, so that's 5 supply points, plus the extra battle plan point from the upgrade. So that's 6 battle plan points, and I like the dig in, so I'm taking the dig in for 3. I feel that I really need to try to eliminate this unit, so I will also take the press for 1, because if I'm unable to take out the French unit here, even if I reduce it, I need to retreat after 1 round. So I only have 1 round to take this out. If I can't do it, I need to retreat, and then I have to retreat back to Dinant, and and then I still need to pay the supplies or take hits. So I really need to make sure that I will take out the 3rd here. So I am taking press and dig in, that's 4. I'm taking the Intel battle plan, which is a bit nasty because that takes effect immediately before any other battle plans take effect, and it says randomly remove 1 enemy battle plan. They only have 1, so I will remove the artillery and the intel, of course. So let's roll. Let's see. First I will attack with my Schützen. I missed, I got a 6. Then with my 25th Panzer, which I'm pretty sure can inflict at least 1 hit, and it can actually do more than that, it will inflict 2 hits because it's lower than the super attack. So this unit is gone. The first, it needs to defend itself, and it will roll, and it will miss. It missed completely. So seems like I really have the advantage here now. This unit, the 3rd, is out of here. It's moved to the box of disposed units, and I will remove my battle plans. I get 1 upgrade because I killed 1 unit. Now I don't get to draw a chit. I will rather upgrade one of these units from veteran to elite, and I'm upgrading my 25th Panzer to elite. So now this is a really terrible force. Okay, this goes pretty well for Rommel, I think. To be honest, this is the best I've ever done in this game. And I played it a few times, this mission, and I've never won it, so look, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Having done the battle moves, we also have resolved the battles and done the upgrades, and now it's the non-battle moves. Well, it turns out that all my unit has moved already, so no unit can move during the non-battle move phase. Then we need to do a supply check, and we'll do the resupply. So the supply check is just where you count the number of units in the regions, and you can see that we're good. We have only 2 units in every space in this region. There's another truck here for this region of the map. You can see there's a thick brown line dividing the map into 2 regions. The Allies, of course, do not have this stacking limit. They can have as many units as they like in a space. Then we will determine the number of resupply points. Let's have a look at the Axis resupply box up here. The Axis resupply box says that we will get resupply points, 2 per allied objective held. Well, we don't have any allied objective yet. 2 per Axis forces that did not move this turn. Sadly, we moved all our units. Then we get 1 per allied force destroyed. And we destroyed, as you can see, 3 units. So that is 3 resupply points, and we'll take the units that we destroyed and put them back in the allied reinforcement pile. So that's 3 points. For every point we get 2 supplies, or we could actually buy reinforcements. We need to pay the strength of the unit, so this Panzer would cost us 5 resupply points, while this will cost us 3. And we had 3, so it's very tempting to get the Totenkopf. And you can see that we can put them on board if we hold Liège, Lille or Paris. We don't hold Lille and Paris or Paris yet, but we do hold Liège. And we hold it because there's a German flag there. Even though we don't have any units there, we still hold it. So we can actually buy a unit and put it in Liège. That may be very valuable. 3 resupply points, or I could get 6 supplies, because for every point I get 2 supplies. I'm taking the unit, I think it's more valuable, so we will be the Totenkopf are coming on in leash. That is the Axis turn done, and now we go into the Allied, and they will do, first they will do a refit, and they will pay 2 supplies per refit. They don't have any reduced units on the board, so they do not do any refit, they're unable to do that. Refit means get a unit up to full strength. Then we do an Allied operation check, we'll find out what it'll do, and we will then take the cup with the Allied operations in, and we will randomly take out this unit. Says 2 forces, and that means that we will pick 2 forces from the Allied reinforcement and put them in the operation. So I will pick this unit, which is the 1st armored, and then I will pick the 37th armored. Having done the Allied operations check, they're still building up. We will look at the Allied orders, which is interesting because this is the AI. So let's zoom in on the AI. The Allied orders are determined by some instructions and a die roll. And it is specific for each region of the map. Now this map has 2 regions separated by this brown line. And what it says is that if 1 or 2 Allied forces are in an objective, then they will hold. If there are 3 or more Allied forces in an objective, then 1 force with the highest attack value will advance. After that, for all the forces that are not in an objective, we will roll a die to see what they'll do. But let's go back to the map, and we can see that in this objective there are 2 units, so they will hold. This is the line separating the regions. In this region, these guys have 3 units, so the unit with the highest attack value, they have all the same, so it will be the first Tyneside that will step up and they will advance. When they advance, they will move towards the closest enemy unit, and in the case where 2 units are the same distance, you as the player can get to choose. So they will advance. I am saying that they will advance into Reim here, trying to kick us out. Now we don't resolve this battle at once. We need to carry out all the orders first. It may be so that coincidence will bring more units into this region. We will set now the conditions for this region. The western region has only 2 units, and they are in Arras, so they will hold. But the eastern region has 1 unit that is not at an objective, and it's the chasseurs in Brussels. So they will roll a die and see what they'll do. They got a 1. On a 1 or less they will hold, so they will hold. But the correct modifier here would be that they will have -1 per Axis force in the regions, and I have actually 5 forces in the region, so they are very, very likely to hold. So 1 minus 5 is -4. They will hold and not advance. Then we go back to Reim and we get to carry out the battle. As per usual, we will look at the battle plans, and the Allied will get only 1 battle plan because of their full unit. Their supplies are at 4, so that will give them no extra. They will use Intel, which will randomly remove one of my battle plans, and I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 for the full strength units, plus 1 for this for the upgrade. That's 5, plus 1 for the supply I have in the box. That's 6, and I am buying the dig-in for 3, and I'm buying the Intel for 2, and I have 1 more, and I'm buying the press just in case I'm unable to wipe out the first Tyneside. Now the Intel battle plans come into effect, but since both sides has chosen Intel, they will notify each other, and which I of course counted on, and then the first Tyneside will attack me. They need to roll lower than a 2. They actually rolled a 1, so they inflicted 1 hit on me. Then I will fire back with my defensive values. My tank has a defensive value of 3, plus 1 from the upgrade, so that's 4. I got a 6, that's a miss. Then the 6th Schutzen are defending, and they need to roll lower than a 2. Aye, that's good. They actually did. That's 1 hit. That's great. Now we need to administer the hit. The dig-in will take care of my hit, and I will reduce the Tyneside. You see, now they are not so good. The press will ensure that the battle continues for another round. And the first Tyneside is attacking me. They rolled a 5, so they didn't succeed. But now my tank has really good odds for taking them out. So the tank rolled a 4, and that's good enough. They are out of here. First Tyneside is gone. It goes in the loss box. I destroy the unit, so I get an upgrade. But the only one I can upgrade now is the Schutzen, which I will upgrade from veteran to elite. So we resolved battles, we did upgrades. Now the Allied need to do the resupply. They have a separate box up here saying what you will do during Allied resupply. So during Allied resupply you will roll 1 for each of Caen, Calais and Paris. The die roll will determine the outcome. There's a penalty if the Axis hold this area. Sadly I don't hold any of this area. Let's roll for Caen first. They got a 6. In Caen that is 4 supplies. So add this to the supply box. Then I roll for Calais. I get a 5. That is 4 more supplies. Oh my. I add it to the supply box. Then I roll for Paris. And a 6. That is 4 more supplies for Paris. Again, I think I'm lucky because I could have risked getting some forces on the map now, but instead the Allied has a lot of supplies. I think we'll end here for now. That was the first round of Field Commander Rommel. Now let's try to make this a little bit more interactive. I'm more than happy to take suggestions from you on what to do for the next round. Please write your suggestion in the YouTube comments. And if you see a suggestion you like, give it a thumbs up and I'll do the suggestion with the most votes. If you don't see anything you like, write your own. And perhaps that will get on top. See you next time.